All right, so when I was making this tutorial on how you can text for free with your iPhone, I started wondering how come more people don't know about and don't use Google Voice on their iPhone so they can text for free. And it kind of led me to make this big discovery. Before, I kind of always thought it was more about people don't realize, they aren't very technical, they don't know how to use a web application, they don't know how to use it. And the more I started using Google Voice on the iPhone and the more I was thinking about it, I kind of made this discovery. The biggest problem with it is the way it receives text messages. You're either charged for the text message because it pops up as a notification like normal, or you're not charged for it, but you don't know you have a text message unless you're in a special screen on a special website checking it. So there was no easy way to say, hey, this is a seamless solution. You use it just like your phone. You have a phone button, you have a text message button, and you make and receive calls and make and receive text the way you would expect to with your phone. There was no kind of solution or setup to have that accomplished. So I started thinking about this and trying to, figure out a way to kind of work this out. And what I discovered got it to do what I wanted it to do, plus some. So I think you'll find this pretty interesting. Just in case you haven't seen Google Voice, this is what it looks like. It's a web page. You have your URL bar up here, and you can type in a phone number and call it. You can, if you know what you're doing, add all your contacts here and call one of them. Oops, there we go. You can even search for a contact, just start typing their name in and it brings it up, and you can text. All right. Now, maybe a lot of people think they have to go to the website, but I still think a decent amount of people realize they can have an icon like this, and they can have it not look like a web page at all. So I have it loaded up here, and it's just like a normal application. You can't really tell the difference. Use it just like you would normally use your phone. Just make a phone call. There's no URL bar or tab browser here. All right, so here's the thing. Now, the reason it's still, even in this form, not a complete solution, it's just not as practical and as easy, and it's kind of a headache to use this as your full phone and text messenger, is in the way it receives text. And it's because of the fact that it's still not a real application. And this is what I mean. You can make a call, no problem. You give everybody your Google Voice number, everybody calls you with that number, you call them with that number, everything's good. You send a text, everything's good. But the problem is the way you receive a text. There's two ways. The default way is, you're still paying for it. They send you a text, and how does your phone know you're getting a text? It's not a real application. It's really just a web page. What if you don't have that web page up? Well, it sends you the text, you pay for it. Or you can turn that off where it doesn't send you the text. But then the problem is if you're not on that web page, you don't know you received the text. And you have to be actually all the way in the text messaging area here to know you've even received a text. So that's been the problem with Google Voice on the iPhone. And that's changed. Now that I discovered this, I was trying to fix this, and it actually made it even better than I thought. It turns out there's some pretty powerful interoperability with Gmail and Google Voice. And it was just meant so from your Gmail account you can reply to a text pretty easily. But the way you can use that on your phone, and then the way you can use something called push Gmail. This isn't the normal Gmail you'd set up on your iPhone the normal way. Push Gmail is this. I'll tell you really quick. If you're not much of a technology person. Of course, like I've told you, I'm a big techie myself. I've played around with this years before. You can have computer A and computer B sitting next to each other. And if push mail is set up, on computer A, you click the send button, and instantly computer B is making its a notification sound that it's received an email before you even get a chance to take your finger up off of the mouse button it's received it, it's giving you a notification. Instantaneous. It keeps a constant connection, so it's an instantaneous thing. All right, well, normal mail takes quite a few seconds before it knows it's received. On the iPhone, it's even worse. Gmail will just check for new mail every 15 minutes, so it's not going to be quick. Well, what I discovered with this interoperability with Google Voice and with Gmail, and specifically with this type of push Gmail, you can do some pretty crazy stuff. So I'm going to go back to my phone here. I'm going to show you I have this prepay phone I just bought for this tutorial. And this I put in a contact in my Google Voice here as Johnny. So really quick, I'm just going to show you what a normal call looks like. This is nothing new. Bring up Johnny as a contact, click the call button, and it's going to call Johnny. Now this number up here is just a special Google number that connects me with Johnny, but he still sees my number, and he still calls me at my number. So it shows Brad is calling here. I'm just going to hang up. All right, now I'm going to show you something a little bit different, texting. Now, normally it's no big deal. I got this phone here. I can send Brad a text. But what I'm going to do first, I'm going to actually send a text to this phone from Google Voice on my iPhone. So I have contacts, dialer, text message. I'm going to go to that contact. Johnny's still up top. I'm going to click text. I'm going to click, I think I've already sent him a text saying test, so I'm going to say test 2. I'm going to click send. Now I'll give it a few seconds here, and he'll receive it pretty quick. One message received. I'm going to click show, test 2, and then it shows from Brad. It's kind of hard to read. It's a pretty junky phone. But it shows from Brad at the top, and the text is test 2. Now, here's where things actually get different. Here's what I've discovered, all right? I'm going to exit out of my Google Voice application. Now, like I said before, this is normally the only way to see a text if you're receiving it, unless you have it sent to your phone like normal through Google Voice, which is by default, and then you're charged for it. You normally have to be in this text screen to see it. Well, I'm going to exit out of all that. I'm going to be on my home screen here. I can be doing whatever, browsing the web, playing a game. And I'm actually going to get a notification that I got this text, and I'm not going to be charged for it with this new type of Google Voice Gmail integration that's set up here. So I use everything like normal. Everything is totally seamless. I'm going to go to this phone, go to my text message, go to inbox, pull up that message from Brad that says test 2, going to click reply, and my reply is going to be hi. Send, what's it say? Phone number, yes, that's okay. Sending message. Now, what I've done here, you'll notice it actually receives it pretty dang quick here. It's going to make a little notification sound, but it's through this special mail application. And what do I have? Well, I have my normal Gmail account, but I have a new inbox that I've titled Text Messages. This is a special push type of Gmail account that's separate from my normal Gmail account that keeps a constant connection to do nothing but receive my text messages. But it's technically doing it through an email account as far as the phone knows. So it's instantaneous. It's actually on my side. It receives text messages quicker than I normally receive it because it's actually a push connection. I pull it up, and it actually shows my contact's name, Johnny. That's how I have him in Google Voice. So Google Mail knows it's Johnny. Check this out. Just like a normal text, I pull up the text message. It shows it says hi. Okay. I click reply, and I'm going to type in this is a reply. I'm using it just like I would my phone normally, nothing special here, no inconvenience. Use it pretty dang normally. Click send, and on my end, since it's a push email account I'm technically doing this through, Bam, it already received the text that quick. The only waiting we're doing is on this phone's side. I'm going to, man, this phone's a piece of junk. Keys unlocked. I'm going to click show text message, opening message. This is a reply, and it shows it's from Brad. So everything's done. When I reply through this SMS app, which is really a special Gmail setup, it sends it with my normal phone number. So their number doesn't know anything special was done. While on my side, everything's just like normal. I have my phone app and I have a text message app. Really, it says mail, and I can either check mail or text messages. So the cool thing is, this way you are actually texting 100% for free. You will never see a text message charge. You will never see, or never have to pay for, I should say, a text message package. It's 100% sent and received for free. And this way, it's not a pain in the neck to use. You use it just like you would normally use a phone, a normal built-in solution. You click the phone button to make and receive calls and texts, and then you have little text message applications where you can, instantly get a notification that you have a text and instantly reply to it, just like you would normally on a phone. So I hope this saves you a lot of money. Now the thing with this is, it's not, if you're not a technical person, the easiest thing to set up with the special type of push Gmail and the interoperability with Google Voice and getting all your contacts onto Google Voice and therefore Gmail. But luckily with the next video below me here, I step you through it in a way where it really is pretty dang simple, so don't worry. I'm going to explain it all to you and show you step by step what I do, so you don't have to jump through a bunch of hoops and try to figure out anything for yourself. So go ahead and check out the next video, and I'll see you there.